What's up guys, my name is Ace, and there's just 1 week left of Season 4 in Modern Warfare 2, and therefore Season 5 is right around the corner. And while I suspect we'll start to see some more information on this from an official source later in the week this week, like a blog post, maybe even a roadmap, today I just wanted to talk about a bunch of the leaks that we've had regarding Season 5, and some of the things that we can likely expect to see with this upcoming season. And the first thing to point out is it looks like we may be seeing some official information on Modern Warfare 3. They did say to look out for the first details about the Redacted, which is Modern Warfare 3, reveal event in the Season 5 announcement and additional Modern Warfare 2 carryover details soon. And that's for the operators, weapons, and bundles that will be carrying over into the next game from Modern Warfare 2. So that is one thing to look forward to. Again, I expect this will be coming this week because I said this will be coming with the Season 5 announcement, and typically we get the announcement for the upcoming season the week before that season comes, and as of right now, our Battle Pass for Season 4 runs out on Tuesday of next week, and seasons usually launch on Wednesday, so it is fully expected that Season 5 will be starting next Wednesday, August 2nd. Now, when it comes to operators for this season, there were actually several that were data mined. We don't know if all of these are coming with Season 5, but these were all found in the code at least. It looks like we're going to be seeing bundles for Nicki Minaj as well as 21 Savage. And then we've got 3 operators that are just called Ivan, Nolan, and Oz that were data mined. And then on top of this, there's been a lot of stirring regarding Graves from the campaign. It looks like he is going to be coming back to the franchise at some point in the not too distant future, but we don't know if this will be Season 5 or maybe not till Season 6, or perhaps not even until Modern Warfare 3. But it is worth noting, about a month ago, the actor that plays Graves, Warren Cole, did post this image on Instagram here where it looks like he is working with some mocap, which is very likely going to be within the Call of Duty franchise. And therefore, it is expected he's going to be returning to the story for Modern Warfare. So I guess time will tell on that one. I'm not entirely convinced he's going to be coming as an operator in Season 5, but maybe I'm wrong. At the end of the day, I don't really care too much about that stuff. I care about the stuff that's actually playable. So let's get into the weapons. And if you guys remember, several months ago, there was a big data mine leak of a bunch of the weapons that we could expect to see basically throughout the remainder of this game's life cycle. And so far, every single one of those guns has come true. However, there were a couple that were misinterpreted just based on how they were labeled in the code. A great example of this is there was an NG Sierra that was leaked in the code, and therefore a lot of people, myself included, assumed that was going to be the SIG MCX Spear, but it turned out to be the other gun that was part of the NGSW program, which was the RM277, which you may now know as the Cronin Squall in the game. So it did come, it just was misinterpreted. But with this list, it's been very accurate up until this point, and there are still 4 guns that we haven't seen yet from this list. And these are the MWIII, which is a bullpup assault rifle, the WA2K or WA2000 sniper rifle, the APC-9, which is interesting because we got the APC-45 that was also leaked as the ISO-45, so it looks like we're going to be seeing an ISO-9 come to the game at some point. And then finally, we have the Staccato 2011, which, very interestingly, in the campaign of this game, right in the section where the Alberon Hatchery multiplayer map is based off of, if you find this table right here, there's actually a Staccato 2011 sitting on the table, and therefore this weapon model has been in the game since it launched. And as a result, I definitely expect this one to be coming, and those are the only 4 weapons that we currently don't have that were on that list of leaked weapons. And as a result, I suspect we'll be seeing most, if not all, of these 4 weapons come with Season 5. And then if there are Season 6 weapons, it's likely that they just weren't in the code at the time of this leak, which again, that was like several months ago, so that wouldn't be too surprising. Now, of course, out of these 4 weapons, we don't know which ones would be coming at launch with Season 5 and which would be coming through the mid-season update. So we're gonna have to wait for that official announcement to find out those details. But on top of this, there is one more leak that I wanted to cover regarding Season 5. And this is another thing that data miners found earlier this month. Apparently, they're going to be bringing in bundles of tier skips. So if you want to be progressing through your battle pass, instead of buying each tier skip individually, it looks like they're going to be offering the ability to buy bundles of those, presumably with some savings involved. So if you buy 20 tier skips, for instance, then it would cost less than if you bought 20 individual tier skips on their own. But it looks like they are going to be coming in bundles of 20, 30, and 40 tier skips. Which honestly, I'm not really surprised to see. Any way that they could squeeze out a little bit more money and potentially get people spending more money, they're gonna go for it. At the end of the day, I don't really care about this one too much. If it just provides some savings for those people that are gonna be buying the tier skips anyway, even though I think it's crazy to be doing that because the content you get within the Battle Pass isn't worth the amount of money that would be required to buy all those tier skips. In either case, this doesn't really negatively impact my experience at all, even though I won't be buying these bundles. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are all of the leaks that we've got so far regarding Season 5. Surprisingly, nothing relating to the maps at all, so we don't really get any indication of what maps we can expect, if any of them will be remade maps or original maps, or how many maps we're going to be getting as well. We don't really know. One thing I still suspect we are going to be seeing at some point before the end of this game's life cycle is likely that speedball course in Vondel. I think that's going to end up being a gunfight map. In fact, that layout is really heavily based on Speedball from Modern Warfare 2019. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to the leaks and expectations. However, there is one big hope that I have for this season, and honestly, this is the biggest thing that I'm hoping for. I just hope that with this update, they'll finally take care of that UAV bug that we've been dealing with since the beginning of Season 4. To me, it's crazy that they've let this bug slide for so long because it has such a big impact on the actual core gameplay experience. Like, it's not one of those random bugs that doesn't really impact the gameplay, or it's really rare and it only impacts a really small portion of the player base. This is something that directly and quite noticeably impacts the way the game plays, and it's really thrown off balance throughout Season 4 as well. Like, the Ghost perk is an absolute crutch in standard core 6v6 gameplay. And on top of this, the snowballing in matches has been insane throughout Season 4. I mean, snowballing in this game is already pretty crazy with how they've got like charged perks and everything, but this UAV bug has made it so much worse to the point where the matches were so insanely unbalanced throughout this season. And like I've said in the past, it's not really that fun to be on either side of this. I don't really have fun steamrolling teams to the point where I'm literally just fighting my teammates for easy kills off spawn. And then you obviously don't want to be on the other end of that as well. And if you're playing solo and the other team gets a UAV up before you get your chance to charge up Ghost, you're going to be in big trouble as well. And I've really hated how much that's impacted the dynamic of the gameplay. Like, I generally enjoy the gameplay of Modern Warfare 2, but the existence of this bug alone has significantly cut down on my playtime in Season 4. And it's unfortunate because I want to play the game, but then I think, oh, that UAV bug still exists. Maybe I won't hop on because I just don't want to deal with it. So this is absolutely at the top of my list for my hopes for Season 5, and it's kind of sad that that's the case, because a bug like this should have been taken care of much, much sooner. And it shouldn't be the biggest thing that I'm looking forward to potentially being fixed with the next season. Instead, for those of us that still play Modern Warfare 2, we should be getting excited about the new content coming with Season 5, but I honestly don't really care about that. I just want this bug fixed. That's the #1 thing on my mind. In either case, that is going to wrap it up for today's video, and this is where I want to hear from you guys in those comments down below. What are you thinking about the leaks for Season 5 so far? How do you feel about this list of weapons that we can likely expect to see? Are there any of these that you're really excited to see? Or are there any that you were really hoping that we would see in Modern Warfare 2? And what other hopes or expectations you have with this season? Just let me know all of those thoughts down below. If you enjoyed the video, a like rating is always appreciated. And don't forget to subscribe for more if you haven't already. I'll talk to you guys next time.